You know myself. You know DarKNaTaS by now. Yes, a bitch is a bitch. Basically, before I get into anything, I want to talk about ECT quickly and try to be as brief as I can as possible. ECT was an absolutely phenomenal event. I want to give some shout outs. The first ones that I want to give out is I would call him PR Balrog, but unfortunately I don't think he uses Balrog anymore, so I'm just going to call him PR Eduardo. Great cat, as well as Ricky Ortiz and Flo. Actually sat with these guys for the first time and actually, held conversations. Obviously, Filipino champ came down. He repped another great cat. Brett Navarro, Zaf, and Jer from Canada. My boy Kelvin and Martin from up in the Bronx. My boy DevilMaySpy, which he should be joining us shortly. Let me see what else I got here. I got D Nice, Chris Bond from Put That Back. Rolando Wendell from VXG. Wendell is part of the board of VXG. I want to say the last person, and he's going to fucking probably break my balls about it, but I never really got his name, or should I say I was too trashed, which we'll find out soon enough later tonight, how trashed I actually was. My boy Noel Brown. Tiffany Z coming down, telling me she's a fan of the show. That was really, really impressive. I like the fact that people came down in numbers. Trick Shadowe. It just goes on, and of course, to the empire itself. You got Junior, you got Maxter, J360, Crazy Dominican Senior, Tom Brady, Triforce Rio, Sanford Dominion Remix, Blackula, Yipes Persia. Alexis and Dre, I see in the chat from Bifu. Always a pleasure to see you guys. Will Parker, OBS Single Malt, and my newest boy for drinking with, Will's partner, Paul, who dressed up like Dudley the whole tournament. And let me tell you something straight up. Boy knows how to drink just like me, so shout outs to him. I also want to give shout outs to D-Nice's lady, Angelina. I'm just breaking balls. I was going to call her Angelica, but you know what? She's OBS Red Soul, so she's another female member. OBS Sal, I see you saying you're drunk. Well, we might have a rap battle tonight. Jaded One, who is one of Angelina's friends. Of course, you can't thank, if you're going to go through a list, you can't thank these people enough. You got Shin Blanca, L.I. Joe, John Gallagher, Big E. They once again helped put together a great tournament on the MK9 side, and the Injustice side. You had Summoning, Mike Metroid, Phil 9.95, and Shock. One guy that I really want to take an extra special thank you, because as you see here, I don't know, my camera is fucking HD, but it can't be that HD. He's from Russia. He came all the way from Russia just to play Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate MK with all the players.
I forgot his name. I forgot how to pronounce it.
It's Eugene, but he calls himself Tank.
Okay.
But shout outs to him without a doubt. I'll tell you this. I might walk around on the planet like I'm gonna fuck everybody up. There is one person I will say I want to fuck up, but I won't get into him just yet. Thank God, Valium exists on this planet. Devil's back. Okay, let's get Devil in here. Devil's here. Let's get him into the group. Come on, man. I fucking hate this fucking Skype. Hey, XboxOne, at least get your Skype. You bought the fucking thing. Let's get this shit on the fucking road, make it a fucking a solvent fucking software. All right. Okay. Everybody that I met at ECT this week, hands
What's
down.
up?
What's up, my man? What you doing?
See, hold on, let me fix my sound. I can't hear.
All right. Well, I'm running through shout-outs, so tranquilo, hombre.
There we go.
All right. Basically, you're feeding back right now, and it's really pissing me off. Now you're better.
Let me fix that.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
How's that?
Perfect.
You're good now.
Hold on, y'all. I just ordered pizza with the promo code AGEFLOW. If you haven't done it, then you need to do so. This shit is good, and just so you know, FGC is the only way to go. Now I'ma let Tom Brady have a flow. Woo,
Well, wait a fucking second there, Mr. DevilMaySpy, because if I spit some shit, I might make you cry. I don't know why, but I gotta tell you something. But I'm just going to drop it right there, and we'll talk about that later.
Everybody playing Marvel eating pizza.
Obviously, like I say, Chris Bond, I want to give a big shout out, and I'm going to actually show right now to somebody that, we've been discussing for a while, and we've talked and we've held conversations. Right here. Mark Julio at Mad Cats. Follow him. His products are beautifully designed controllers. Markman23 at Twitter. I give nothing but props to this guy. He's purely one of the few, and don't get me wrong to all you out there that think I might not be, singling you out as the few, but Markman is, in my opinion, what epitomizes the community and looking at its growth. Whether it's his controller or another controller, obviously he wants his controllers to be the best that they can be. But Markman, in my opinion, is a straight up great guy. Other people that I want to get out there, you got Remix, you got Dominion, you got Sanford, you got Triforce, who will be joining us a little bit later. You got Blackula. I went through a whole list of people already. There was so many people that I wound up meeting at this event that, you know what, Evo, you could suck my dick, because I met more people and had more fun at this event than I've had. Look at you, holy shit! All of a sudden, DarKNaTaS is GQ with his fucking icon now.
Yeah, it's starting to change the picture.
Yeah, now you're Hollywood and shit. I literally, like I said, I've had a great time, even though I wound up passing out on a couch, shit-faced, destroyed beyond being destroyed. And by the way, everybody out there, Heineken, great beer to drink. If you're drinking it, enjoy it. Salute to everybody in the chat. Two things I'm going to say. If you see this right now, I'm going to throw this picture up here. I got codes. I got lots of codes.
And different area codes.
Exactly. I got codes for Lobo. I got codes for bad girls. I wish I had a code for one particular bad girl over at ECT, and Devil knows who I'm talking about. I got some Flashpoint. I got some Teen Titan codes. I'm not raffling. I'm not a raffle type of guy. I will say the majority of them are for Xbox 360. What apparently from the results of this tournament, it seems like Injustice is leaning towards the Xbox, which in my opinion is very good. I also want to give a props to obviously Justin for Street Fighter. Rio taking MK9, Brady taking Injustice, Arturo taking Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and yes, as much as I am as a fan of Chris G, I will give Flocka his props for Marvel.
Fuck that dude. No, all he did was X Factor Morgan with Virgil. That's not fair. Like, it's cheap. Like, I would have beat his Hawkeye, but then he just picked Strider because his Hawkeye is bad, and then he just X-Factor Morgan with Vigil. Whatever. All I know is he's not placing top 4 as CEO. You guys are gonna be salty, and you gotta hold that.
And as he just said, Triforce, you gotta hold that. Natus, I know you want to go through. We got, and I believe my transition should actually have the update, so I'm going to throw this up there. If you want to run down the list of people out there that you want to start getting.
No, that's the old one.
That's the old one? Am I really?
Yeah, that's the one I've been telling you to take
Yo,
off.
why you keep fucking giving me, just name it the same file, so when I save it, it overwrites it. Anyway, you go through your list of folk.
Honestly, I don't feel like going through that, so fuck that list.
Are you that fucking Hollywood now?
No, I just don't feel like going through that list.
Go through that list.
I'm just gonna run down a few things here, guys. We're gonna talk about some East Coast Throwdown and what happened and stuff like that. I know Triforce is gonna come on and talk about that. Also, you know, the Injustice patch did come out today. Lots of things about the patch, nerfs, buffs, and constantly the community crying about shit and everything in the game, and it's kind of sad to see the state of how everybody keeps complaining, and I do feel it was way too early to even put out, you know, buffs and nerfs in the game. I just felt they should have just got rid of any glitches and infinites and guaranteed resets that was in the game and leave it at that for the time being. It is definitely way too early, but, you know, NRS got a plan. They're doing it their way, and we'll see how that turns out. Also, we're going to get into Batgirl, how she is. I got a chance to personally play her for the past maybe like hour. I do have to admit she's pretty good. She's got a lot of good tools. Her combos can be pretty lengthy, so you know execution is very needed with her. Her combos don't do like there's not like 5-hit combos that do fucking like 35% damage. You're actually sitting there putting some work to do some of these combos. So you know it's a nice little change of pace. She's actually a little better than I expected. Also, you know, the announcement of the XboxOne came out today, so we will hit on to that also. And a lot of people weren't too pleased. There were a bunch of people who were pleased. My personal opinion is I thought it was pretty damn well. It was pretty good. I don't particularly care about sports games too much, but I like the general direction Xbox is heading, and the fact is they're not looking to just do gaming. They're looking to do media, which they've been currently doing with the current Xbox 360. And I'm very big into media, so I happen to like the media stuff. So, I mean, to you guys out there saying, oh, well, PS4 presentation was better, I'm sorry to say this. No, it was not. Because, one, you never even saw the PS4, so we don't even know what the fuck it looks like. So, whoever said it was better, you're smoking some fucking crack or some shit. So...
Why is it gotta be crack? You know, us white boys, we smoke meth.
Meth, crack, coke. Well, I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing out there, man. But whoever thought that shit was better is stupid. I mean, for one, you got all the Call of Duty nutheads out there. So obviously, you saw Call of Duty. You got all the Halo freaks out there. They're doing the television series and directed by Steven Spielberg. I mean, who else better you have to do that than him? You know, so. I expect very good things. I saw the Halo 4 out the door. I thought that was a pretty good damn movie they made. It was actually much better than I anticipated it to be. So definitely, you know, you PS fanboys out there, you know, you better step up your game and come with something harder because the world is changing these days. It's not just about gaming. It's about the whole 9 yards. You know, Xbox is trying to do everything, and they're doing a pretty damn good job. And now they're adding Skype into it also. You know, expect more people on the call who can't afford Skype on their computer or don't have a goddamn smartphone to get on the fucking on blast show. So they'll be using their Xbox to get on the show from now on. And also, don't forget, Xbox currently has a Twitch app. So shouts out to everybody who might be on Twitch right now, watching it from the Xbox. Unfortunately, they can't chat, but it's still PlayStation doesn't have that, and I don't think they plan on getting it.
It's in works. It's in the works. I'm sure the chat's
yeah,
in the works.
I read an update about it. They're working on search feature and log it in and favorites and hopefully chat. So that's something they plan on doing.
I mean, I love Twitch. You know what, guys? If it wasn't for Twitch, I wouldn't be on this channel right now. But let's be real here.
Fuck you.
If it wasn't for Twitch's app, being basically a mirror of the Xbox, I really have no reason to even look at the fucking thing right now. But hopefully, you know, their programmers get listening not to just the typical streamer, but the casual streamer, and it turns out to be something great.
Yo, wait till Evo goes on, and how many people who couldn't really watch the stream are gonna watch on the Xbox? Their numbers are gonna fucking shoot through the roof.
Well, I mean, look. I mean, I'm gonna say this. I watched. And I don't want to get into this too much because I want to get Tom Brady on, winner of the Injustice tournament. But my decision is not there yet. You know, as far as who's dominant. You know, I'm a firm believer in being involved in the industry for years. I know one thing about companies: they're good at throwing smoke and mirrors out. And, you know, because some fucking clown's waving his hands left to right and saying fucking go home and go here and go to TV, you know, it was the same demonstration they did for Kinect, with obviously added features. Now they own Skype, of course, but reality is this: seeing is believing. You know, and hopefully, to be honest, I don't care who wins the quote unquote console wars. I'll still go out and I'll buy both of them. You know, and depending on the style of game is where I go. Will I sit here and say Call of Duty Ghost didn't look phenomenal? I can't lie and say I'm going to be playing Call of Duty again. I mean, I ain't played it since Special Ops 1, but in fact, Special Ops 1 is what turned me off on it. But,
I haven't played Call of Duty since I think number 2.
You know, but I stayed up to 4, and I will say I liked it.
But James, they added a dog.
Exactly, and not just a dog, because being from a German background, a German motherfucking shepherd with a tattoo in his fucking ear saying he's a motherfucking Navy SEAL. You know,
they buffed the dog. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
You don't need to have a new game. You don't need anything but Halo and Call of Duty and a dog.
It did look really fucking good. The graphics.
But I will say this: fuck Halo. Fuck Halo. Fuck it in its ass, in its mouth, in its ears, in any other orifices it has. I never liked the game. I'll never like it. You know, a spoiler: the dog dies. No, he doesn't. He comes back to life because he's a Hindu dog. Fucking guy telling me he's gonna die. Don't kill the dog, man. Yeah, I was never a big Halo fan, even from the get-go. So, I mean, you know, and that's just my own biasness. At least I'll admit it. But, yeah, Peter's coming for Call of Duty, man. Can't kill a dog. With that said, Devil, you got anything you want to get out there?
Shout outs to Tom Brady, for proving all the doubters wrong, even though it's a love-hate relationship. He lost me a lot of money because I bet it all on Rio. But that's my fault. I gotta hold that shit. Yeah, he just held it down. That's about it.
It's all about the Aquaman. With that said, guys, I am going to add Mr. Brady himself now into the call because he has a few choice words to share with everybody.
Oh, shit.
The only guy I know that his phone rings. I was telling him that today.
Does he not know it rings?
Yeah, he does now.
I bet we get the voicemail.
Come on, Bill. Don't do this to me. I'll leave a
Bill Menudis and
I will leave
Sub-Zero is bad.
Fucked up message if your message picks up.
At the tone, please record your message.
Wait. I'm going to leave a message.
Hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Yes, hi. This is Kyle. You met me at ECT. I know you were drunk, but I remember. I was sucking your cock last night, or should I say Sunday night, and you weren't. For some reason, you couldn't keep it up. I don't know what your problem is. I know you won that Injustice tournament. But if you get a chance, please give me a call back at 1-900 suck my cock, you piece of shit. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
And you wouldn't do shit to my Sinestro, dog.
Let me reach out to him again. All right, let me get him back on here.
Oh, God.
All right, let's try one more time. Who is this? Okay.
Hey, what's up, Jimmy?
Why are you making me leave fucked up messages like that, man?
What happened?
Check your message.
I didn't know.
So what's up, Mr. Injustice Champ?
Yeah, lucky me.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
Am I expected to
It was,
see like? Am I expected to see like a million fucking Aquaman fucking nerfs now?
No, I mean, we nerfed him a little bit, but, I don't really think, I mean, from what I gather, I know a lot of people are, like obviously I was reading the forums, and a lot of people are complaining about, Aquaman nerfs or whatever, but from what I gather, these are not actually Aquaman nerfs in basically in response to the crying, which is that this is basically how it was intended to be originally, and that it ended up not being that way. So that's basically what I got. So basically, these are not really Aquaman nerfs. They are just they're nerfs technically speaking, but it's just putting the game back to the way it was originally intended to be played. With Aquaman, like when the game came out, this was how it originally wanted to be. So, so it's not so much. It's not like according to the crying. It's it's just the way it was supposed to be. And Aquaman is still probably pretty good still. I mean, I don't know. If he's dropped down or whatever. I mean, I think it's too early for me to even say or even speculate. I mean, that's just something that I'll have to wait and see. How it plays out in tournament. But this tournament was really important to me because in my quote-unquote pop-off, it really wasn't a pop-off. It was just me basically saying that I remember 2 years ago, when MK9 came out, everybody thought that I had this huge advantage. And maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know. But I think, I remember I won, the first tournament that I won was 10 days after the game came out, and obviously I had an advantage there. But the next tournament was a week later, and I lost to Liger, I lost to Rio, I lost to Chris G, and then I went to East Coast Throwdown, and then I didn't even get top 8, and I remember reading the stream about how bad I was, how awesome Michelangelo is, and how awesome all these great players are, and I'm just a terrible player. So, I remember that feeling, and this year I really wanted to win, and there's no such thing as test or advantage at this point. We all lose. I've lost several times since the game's come out. I mean, we've all lost. Everyone's on an even playing field. And then when I won, what I was basically saying is that I know a lot of people, including a lot of you guys I know that are watching the show, that are pretending to, good job, Tom Brady, whatever. A lot of you guys were watching and waiting for me to lose so that you can go on about how I got exposed, how my advantage is gone, and, whatever. I'm 36, actually, not 37. So that's why I popped off, because just saying, all you guys are waiting for me to lose so you can say, how terrible I am and my advantage is gone, and yada, yada. Lucky for me, I didn't lose. So what I really want to say is that there are so many good players there. I want to say, first of all, to the guy that I had to meet in grand finals, Rio, that's true, Paul. He didn't rely on Ice Clone to win. But unfortunately for me, I didn't win. I relied on Ice Clone and I still didn't win. So, but guys like Rio, Rio is just in a league that I don't think I'll ever be in. He has an ability that I don't and may never have. Rio probably plays at least 10 characters at a ridiculously high level, and that's not really what. It's not really. I don't really have that ability that he does. So it's. I measure myself on how I do against the player at his level, and I'm glad I was able to come away with the win, but it can easily be getting blown out next time. I mean, he is half of what I am. He's helped me get to this level, and there's no one that I have that, outside of like my closest friends like Job, Eddie Pistons, whatever, that I have that level of respect for. Perfect legend, whatever. I mean, but, CD Jr. also, again, another guy that has abilities that obviously I don't possess. And he actually beat me in a money match, and he could have easily won this tournament. And, when you have teammates that are as good as like Rio and CD Jr., and even his brother, CD Senior Maxter, that support you and really help you work through stuff. Those guys, they're much better players than I am, and it can easily be the other way around next time. And also to play someone like Chris G, you guys don't know how good someone like Chris G is. Chris G is one of the best fighting players I've ever played, and he is phenomenal. Blocks everything, great defense, great offense.
I will say this: when I saw him do what he did to CD Senior and keep him out the way he did, for a guy who, let's be real, plays so many games, he can't possibly focus totally on one game. And CD Senior, his doomsday is off the hook. And to see him do that and take him out, and I will say, take him out easily. And that's no disrespect to CD Senior, who is a great doomsday. I was impressed with that.
I mean,
but they noiced Green Arrow!
CD Senior is such a great player. There's really no words when you fight someone like CD Senior. This guy, first of all, he never talks, ever. You'll never see CD Senior talk trash. You'll never see him, ever say anything negative about anyone. And he's such a solid fighting game player. This guy's got years of fighting game experience, and
he's very humble.
Yeah, to be able to fight CD Senior, people, you guys watch these guys on streams, and you don't know what it's like to fight these guys. You don't know how good and how solid and how fundamentally. Like, you look at a character like CD Senior and you say, oh, I'll pick this character to beat this matchup, and he still runs over you. So he supersedes those things. It's like fighting CD, Maxter, Junior, Rio, Chris G. You have to have like a level that supersedes anything else. And those guys are phenomenal players, and it was just awesome to be able to, to play in the tournament and compete with those guys. Those guys are, a level above others, including myself. So I was very fortunate to be able to win this tournament. And I want to give big props to L.I. Joe and Sweet Johnny Cage. I mean, I was only at one East Coast Throwdown, which was 2 years ago, which was the power outage incident. And I remember, Jimmy, that was your return to the MK scene.
Yes, I remember that 2 years ago. 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
2 years ago, yeah. And there was a power outage, and it was run really poorly. And I spoke to L.I. Joe, and we were getting a few drinks at the bar on Saturday afternoon. I told L.I. Joe, I said, man, this tournament is run beautifully. And he said, he could have said, oh, yeah, we planned it, yada, yada. L.I. Joe said to me, he said, honestly, man, this is the first time it's ever been like this, and it's never been this good. He said, me and John, we've made mistakes, and we really wanted this tournament to go off. And I'm going to tell you, this tournament was perfectly organized. I mean, my pool was run on the dot, literally 12 o'clock on the dot. I'm getting a phone call saying, Brady, you're in pool 1, come down. And the pools were literally run on the dot. Top 32 was literally run on the dot, and top 8 was actually run earlier than intended. They got done with SF4 earlier, and they put the Injustice top 8. They were running ahead of schedule. And this tournament, I personally feel that CEO, by the way, I made a comment about CEO, and people were like, oh, what's he saying bad about CEO? I was saying that CEO is the golden standard of tournaments. And that this tournament had lived up to that. I feel like Jabali, runs the tightest ship out there. There is no tournament, in my opinion, that is run on the level of professionalism as CEO. That tournament is run like a well-oiled ship. I've been to both of them, and I'll never miss a CEO, and I think Jabali's the best in the business. And this tournament was on that level. I feel like CEO has set the standard, and I feel like L.I. Joe and Sweet Johnny Cage, they answered the call, and they put on a tournament and a show that was equal to something like that. So I got to give my hats off to those guys as tournament organizers, and this was an awesome tournament, and I think everyone needs to go to the next East Coast Throwdown. I know I won't miss it for the world. It was awesome. I mean, I don't know. I had a lot of fun, Jimmy.
Oh, I mean, like I said, I did too. I mean, like I said, I hung out. All the bullshit that, gets talked on the show about, EG and all that. I come to find out Flo's an alright cat. Fucking Ricky and PR, great guys. Filipino champ, great guy.
Thanks, Doc.
I'll always crack a bottle open for you. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you. As far as the tournament itself went, everything went smooth. I will be honest, I am not a Marvel fan, but I even stayed to the end of that, which kind of killed me trying to go home. But it was well orchestrated. Between Joe, John, Shin Blanca, and Biggie helping them out, it went smooth. It was enjoyable. Everybody hung out and enjoyed themselves. All the shit talking that we all do on stream when we type on keyboards, all that shit gets put aside. And it was just a great ran tournament. Now, I can't speak for CEO for the simple fact that I have not been to a CEO. I am trying to get down there because somebody's got to break Jabali's balls. So I'm going to do my best to get down there. I can't promise anything because, with the Fall Classic now, I'm throwing my 150% support into this. The fact that all four of these guys have joined forces to bring in, I don't want to put words in their mouth, but to bring what I would consider the East Coast Evo. I'm going to support this 100%, even if it's in Raleigh. I mean, it's a bunch of fucking hillbilly white trash there, but you know what? I'm half white, so I gotta love them.
Yeah, I mean, CEO, I've always had a good time, and besides having a good time, it's always a well-run tournament. I mean, you hear players constantly talk about standing around and waiting and yada, yada, yada. Well, this East Coast Throwdown was definitely not that. East Coast Throwdown was run top of the line, and Jabali, Keith as well. UFCT coming up, Keith runs a tight ship. I mean, so, Keith, Jabali, and now I'm going to add L.I. Joe and Sweet Johnny Cage to that. I mean, this tournament was, top of the line brand. And like I said, Jabali set the standard. I mean, my first CEO, I have never been to a tournament run so well and so professional, and it was so fun to be at. And Jabali did it even better last year, and I think Jabali is going to do it even better this year. And for L.I. Joe and Sweet Johnny Cage to answer that bell and to raise their tournament to what I consider to be the highest standard of tournaments, hats off to those guys, and I think East Coast Throwdown is going to become one of the elite of most elite tournaments to go to. I think it's going to be on that level.
Tom, what was going through your head when you had 1 HP and Rio had a full bar in that sequence?
Holy shit, I got to win.
What happened was, it happened so fast. I mean, there was a similar situation, I know, at Civil War. I was watching Arturo stream, and people were like, oh, Tom must have thrown it, where I launched Rio twice and I didn't combo him. And it's because I thought he still had his clash when he did not. So I didn't do the combo, and I ended up losing. And people were like, Tom, why didn't you combo him? He didn't have his clash. And I said, oh, I thought he did. Sometimes things happen so fast, and then when I was playing Rio, when I started to make that comeback, all I remember is I knocked him down, and I guessed right, and I guess he was going to wake up attack. I jumped over him and went to combo him. I think the electricity kind of threw us both off, and then I didn't even know it was over till I saw Aquaman wins. In my head, I was like, I lost. I'll just try to make a good fight out of it. And I asked him, I said, why didn't you clash? And he said, I thought I had clashed already. And sometimes, we're humans. The game is still really new, and we don't realize stuff. This game happens so fast.
Yeah.
So it's just, I couldn't believe I won, to be honest with you. And I was very lucky, that I won that. And, in the grand finals, someone like Liger, you can never count this guy out. I was just trying to stay focused and say, I don't want to, say, well, I got a 3-game cushion because this kid will broom me 3-0 like nothing, and then get all the momentum and beat me. When he won the first set, I was just trying to stay composed. You guys, I know a lot of people in MK9 looked at Rio like maybe he's just some Cabal player. You guys just don't know how strong he is. A lot of these guys forget what Rio was in the early part of the game when he was using Melina, Johnny Cage, Reptile. I could go through a list of all the characters.
Yeah, he's one of those few players out there that I've seen that can pick up any character and make that character a winner.
Yeah, he can, do all that. And, Junior played Cabal, not on Rio's level, but, he had success, and he played Jax and Kung Lao, and, he won a tournament with Kung Lao and made it to the grand finals with Kung Lao. PL's played Cabal, he's played Kung Lao, Raiden, he won a tournament with Raiden before. Just some guys that can pick a lot of characters, and Rio is, the cream of the crop a lot of times. People just don't realize that. I know in MT9 they were like, he plays Cabal, but they don't remember the Rio before the Cabal era that was playing every character in the game. And now, for the tournament, he plays Nightwing at a high level, he plays Batman at a high level, he plays Black Adam at a high level, he plays Superman at a high level. He can just play so many different characters. I
got a question for you. Cheech asked me, Cheech 2 asked me, do you have, because you were talking from day one, you got a pocket Green Lantern in there?
At high level, I can play Green Lantern very well. Green Lantern is probably my second best kid. My Green Lantern is very good. I played him mostly when I was at NetherRealm and during the writing of the strategy guide. Didn't really pick up Aquaman until the game came out. So if anyone's saying, Tom has an advantage, I didn't pick up Aquaman until the same time while you guys picked up Aquaman. And just like Green Lantern, I have a good Green Lantern, he just doesn't fit me, my style, even though my Green Lantern's pretty good. He doesn't fit my style very well. And there are plenty of Green Lantern players out there. KT Smith is very good, Jailhouse, Arturo, Jay Rosa. There's just so many.
A lot of Green Lantern players.
Yeah, and the thing is, they're all very good. Denzel Terry, out in the West Coast, I got to give him some love out there. Flo's Green Lantern was pretty good. There's just a lot of really, really good ones out there, and you can't sleep on any of them. And then he just didn't fit me. Aquaman, I don't know, maybe he may have more problems than Green Lantern, I don't know, but he just fits my style, and, I can't really see me using anyone else. Hopefully Paula will be merciful on me, and this will be the last of his adjustments, because I hate to put him down and go to someone else.
I think you will go to somebody else.
If they touch him.
Well, the reason being is you made a statement a little while back ago. You said you would never play Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat ever again. Now, the rumor is in the second DLC pack that Sub-Zero is one of those characters.
For me to play Sub-Zero, he has to be the best character in the game. For me, I usually in fighting games play either new characters or fat characters. When MK9 came out, the vanilla set of characters didn't have any new characters. And I usually pick new characters because usually one of the new characters are usually top tier. When a fighting game has new characters, they intentionally make one of them really good so that you want to play them, So there was no new character, so I picked Sub-Zero because I liked the clone, but the clone was really good.
So if Sub-Zero comes out in Injustice, are you going to use him?
No. Unless he's number one. No.
Unless he's number one.
Hey, hold on. I want everybody to go to the 8-way run stream. There's a glitch right now where Batman is frozen permanently. Can somebody explain that? Like, he's fighting Killer Frost, but he's permanently frozen. And he's still moving with the ice around him. I've never seen that before.
That's because he's Batman.
They need to fix that.
What? What's wrong with that?
Hold on, let me put it in the chat.
That's a feature.
I'm taking a quick look.
I'm
Look at it. Alright, I posted it in the
What
chat.
the fuck? He's got ice all over him.
You see that? You see that?
Oh, now it's gone because he just did a super.
Oh, what the fuck? They missed it. Oh my god. I hope somebody in the chat saw it.
No, I didn't see it. I mean, there are a few bugs I'm sure they're going to iron out, but...
Yeah, he's
no,
back.
Okay, so he had to super to get rid of it. But go ahead, Tom.
No, I was just saying, no, I won't play Sub. I don't know if he's really going to be DLC, but if he is, I won't play him unless he's the best. The thing with playing Sub-Zero is, I picked him, and I remember, well, a lot of you guys were watching the show.
Wait. Let me just let's just get this out in the air. You picked him because he looks like me.
Aquaman, yes. He's,
Okay.
I intentionally play Flashpoint because that's what I call JamessMK. Aquaman.
Oh, God.
His Flashpoint, and I actually don't like not being able to use my Flashpoint costume. When the thing with a lot of you guys that are watching this are not familiar with UMK3, MK4, or MK Deadly Alliance, and a lot of fighting games I've been called this top tier whore. Brady, he's not good. He just plays top tier. His characters do the work for him. That was always the thing around me. I'm just this top tier whore. I abuse the game. I abuse brokenness. I abuse Tom Lady, Green Lantern Breaker combo. You guys all know about that kind of trash. So when MK9 came out, me playing Sub-Zero, I was still consistently placing top. And it's never worth it because while you're proving that you don't need a top tier character to win, I hated being left out of the USA versus UK. I hated that. And it just sucked because when people tell you to use a low tier, they're telling you to use the worst character in the game but have the same results as the best character in the game. And they'll sit there and watch you get slaughtered in 10-0 matchups and then tell you how bad you are. And that's just not very fun. So I'll never go back to doing that again. That'll never happen to me again. Playing Sub-Zero was cool, but it's one of the worst things I've ever done in my entire life. And every last one of you watching this show, you guys can say whatever you want. You guys all thought I was just some mediocre fighting game player, luckily winning because I could spam Last Clone. It's just the way it was, and I'll never go back to that again. So to the point that me winning a tournament now is still considered an upset.
Now, Brady, I got another question for you. It's a little sidetrack from what we're currently talking about, but I know you're a big Superman fan, correct?
It's the biggest. I love DC Comics, and I love Superman.
All right. Now, did you happen to check out the new Superman trailer that just came out today? Which blows out, the trailer blows out all the other trailers they put out, period, for the movie.
Now, let me ask you this before he answers that, because I just saw Star Trek yesterday. Is it the same one?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what you saw. It's the one with Zod.
They all got Zod.
No, this whole thing is Zod.
Yeah?
Yeah, the new trailer is fucking bananas.
Then I missed it.
It's the Man of Steel trailer 3, correct?
Hold on. You know what? I'll get the link for you because I just literally watched it like a few minutes ago and I was like, holy shit.
Send me the link. I'll run the link right now. You might have to do a little editing, but too bad. Earn your money.
Wait 1 sec. I was just like, wow.
Might be 4, I think. I think it's trailer 4.
It says Man of Steel Fate of the Planet official trailer that just came out a few hours ago.
Send me the link.
I'm getting it. Here.
I'm not really sold on the Henry Cavill.
Hey, WB, please don't kill us for showing this.
I'm going to show this, and I'm showing it for you, WB, so relax. All right, while that's running, I hate to say it, silence.
Yeah, but that got me really hyped to watch.
I'm not sold on Henry Cavill as Superman. Henry Cavill, Superman is someone that is all-powerful. all the power in the universe, and yet he always does the right thing. Henry Cavill looks like he needs to be smoking a cigar wearing a greased leather jacket. You know, he doesn't look like he needs
wait, what's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with that, but that's how Superman is. And I don't, you know, I'm watching Superman sitting there struggling to hold up a piece of metal. Superman who can tow the earth in the comic books is struggling to hold up a piece of metal. You know, I'm not really, you know, the guy that plays Zod, that guy played the retard in Pearl Harbor, and now he's General Zod. Yeah, I hear you. You know, I'm not really sold on that.
Well, at least they got a real villain compared to the past Superman movies with him fucking fighting nobodies.
I really liked Brandon Routh as Superman. I feel like Brandon Routh's problem was the script was terrible. Like, Kevin Spacey's a phenomenal actor, and he did a good job as Lex Luthor. The problem is they didn't give him anything to go with. I feel like they should have brought Brandon Routh back or something like this, but you know, we'll see. I feel like the New 52 costume they used was like garbage. I don't feel like they really got the New 52 costume right. So
I mean, I kind of told, you know, I was talking to Hectorific on Twitter, and I said, what I don't kind of understand is, like, if you watch Superman 1, the original with Reeves, Lois got killed in an earthquake, crushed. And he just got so pissed and zipped around the world and made time go back and fixed it. Why didn't he just do that for this?
well, I mean, those movies aren't canon, obviously. I mean, so
He could have fixed it all in less than 5 minutes by spinning around the earth a couple of times.
I don't know. I'm just not sold on the choice of actors. I mean, I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping the movie ends up being good, because the problem is they can never get the Superman series off the ground. So each time they do a Superman movie, it always has to start with his origins, which is what, like Natus was saying, they're using someone other than Lex Luthor. The problem has always been, since his movies can't get off the ground, like the Reeves one, they start with the origins. The Brandon Routh one is not his origins, but ties into his origins. Now this one, they have to start with his origins again. They can't ever go forward, you know.
But hopefully they do it a little faster doing the origin part. It seems like they might be, maybe you might see maybe the first 30 minutes of the origin, and hopefully the rest of the movie is just like getting on with it with his fucking suit already and shit like that.
Superman's origins are so key. You're supposed to feel a sense of empathy for Superman. He is an alien. He is alone.
But the problem is, everybody knows his origin. Who hasn't seen Superman?
It's true, but
it's getting sick of going backwards constantly.
You need, like Superman Returns, they were trying to give you a sense of feeling for how Superman felt.
I mean, I will agree with you, Tom, because, like, you know, from what I've seen as far as the origin of him, I like this origin version of him as compared to just some hillbilly mom and dad that picked him up. I think Kevin Costner kind of instills the values in him at the same time that he's got, you know...
Well, there was a scene in the original of the second trailer where, you know, Kevin Costner's talking to Clark about the bus scene where he saves those kids, and Clark says, "Was I supposed to let them die?" And then Kevin Costner says, "Maybe." Jonathan Kent would never say that.
Exactly.
I just don't buy into it. And, you know, the thing is, in the comics, Superman is ridiculously powerful. I know a lot of people still debate me about the whole Goku versus Superman thing, and they're not upset because they're upset because they think Goku should be stronger. Goku's ridiculous. But when you put him next to Superman, then you see how much more ridiculous Superman is. And you can't capture how ridiculous Superman is in the movies. The movies try to humanize a character that is ridiculous. See what I'm saying? And you can't. What's humanizing about Superman is all the power. And humans, we are inherently, we do the wrong things constantly. We get angry. But the only thing that stops us from really lashing out on our enemies, people that has wronged us, is we're not all powerful. Superman is all powerful, can do whatever he wants, and yet he shows mercy. He pretends to be the weakest and most humble person out there, and that's what's humanizing about him. His ability to, just always do the right thing, to really show that people that have true power are the most humble. They don't have to exploit it. They don't have to remind any about it. They know who they are and they don't care. And that's the humanizing aspect about it. That people should. That's what you. Like, the humanizing part of comic book characters, though, is what you aspire to be. That's the part about them that you cannot be, that you find the most admirable. None of us will ever fantasize about flying around or throwing cars or whatever. But who really doesn't want to be a good person deep down inside? And that's what Superman captures. And I don't know that this movie doesn't need to short him on how powerful he really is to humanize him. So I don't really. That's why I don't know how
it's
how
a
good the
debate.
movie's going to be.
Yeah. I don't think. I think, you know what? I'll be honest, and I was telling you this on the way to ECT. Nothing touched Richard Pryor, man. He made the movie, but he turned the movie funny. Ever since then, all the Superman movies have kind of been like fly-by-night to me. But this is actually the first time that I've actually been kind of pumped to see a Superman movie. And it's funny because between Batman and Superman, you really are a 50-50 grab. But I will have to say, I have to admit, as a Marvel fan, Marvel's always kind of captivated me, no matter what the movie. Now, people can disagree with me on what Marvel movies were good and what wasn't. But DC kind of let me down. No, I dug Green Lantern. Other people bashed the shit out of it. But I do think this one is going to be the one that will reignite this franchise. Even if I don't know if he's, I don't, obviously, spoiler-wise, I don't know, what he's going to do. If it's anything like Superman 2, Zod's kind of fucked, guys, just to give you a heads up. But we kind of know that going in, basically based off of the comic. But they could do, and I was talking to Natus about it because he said he hadn't seen Star Trek, and I said, look, there's twists. It was a great movie, but I think Superman as well is going to be a great movie this summer.
Yeah, I think so too. Let me respond to something. I see Maxter here in the chat here, and Maxter's talking about what Aquaman needs to be nerfed. Let me tell you something, Maxter. You were a Cyrex player. I have a lot of respect for you, but you can shut the fuck up right now about what needs to change. You for 2 years convinced everybody that you're playing the worst character in the game and that you're some clutch player making a comeback by taking 90% with one combo from one bar. I'm going to tell you, you're a great fighting game player, but you played a retarded fucking character, and you never once talked about how
Wait, I got to correct you. Special needs character.
Yeah, well, either way, you played a retarded character, and you never once said Cyrex needed any nerfs, ever, as retarded as he was. And now, let me tell you what happens. If they were to nerf Aquaman any further, according to Maxter's nerfs, he would drop the character. Maxter's like, oh, they need to nerf the trait a little bit more. You know what's going to happen if they do? Maxter would quit the character and then bash me for losing if I kept the character. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I think the scoop is fine the way it is. I know that a lot of people were saying, oh, Paulo or whatever tester or whatever developers were really, they were changing things according to the crying, and that's not what happened with Aquaman anyway. The scoop was supposed to be -22. I remember when I was doing the guide, I brought that up to Paulo. I said, the scoop is not -22, even though he says. And he said to me exactly that the bug is referring to the first hit. So Paulo adjusted it so that it matches what it was supposed to be initially. So it's more of an adjustment than it was a nerf. And it justifies his trait being the way it is. Well, Aquaman doesn't have many safe options. He has his trait to cover his tracks. However, about half the cast negate his trait. So in half of his matchups, he can't rely on that trait to really save him. And he can't constantly be YOLO with YOLO scoops because once he gets comboed, once he traits up, he still needs offense. He still needs a way to take life. He can't just sit there while characters tee off on him for 8-10 seconds. You know what I mean? He needs some amount of offense. And if he's unsafe again, then he's going to lose, that life guaranteed. So, I mean, I don't know. I think Aquaman is fine. I mean, again, Maxter, no offense, Maxter's a phenomenal fighting game player. There's no question about that. But I find it very difficult to swallow when someone who played Cyrex for 2 years and tried to convince everybody that he's playing the worst character in the game and never asked for one nerf for Cyrex. In fact, asked for Cyrex buff is now going to tell me that a character in this game that has just been adjusted is still broken and needs more nerfs. I'll never listen to that. And I think it's absolutely ridiculous. So that was Maxter's claim to fame. As a matter of fact, I remember, early on in MK9, I went to a tournament, I lost to Maxter, and I said, man, I think Cyrex is fucked up, man. He's kind of messed up. And they told me, no, Cyrex is an average character. He's barely viable. You're just really bad. That's what I got told. I was just really bad, and I was stupid, and Cyrex is this mid-tier character. And Maxter, he played, even Junior used to constantly be like, Maxter, yeah, I was there. He told CD Junior that Jax was broken. And Junior was winning with Jax. And it was, look, Junior is a phenomenal fighting game player, and that has, in my opinion, that has shown in what he did in MK9 and what he's doing in other games. Maxter used to tell Junior that Cyrex was worse than Jax, and that Jax was broken, and Cyrex needs buff.
James, are you reading this?
Yes.
Okay. I'm still reading also.
And myself and Junior are like, Maxter, you play Cyrex. How are you going to say that Jax is broken and Cyrex needs buff? And Maxter's like, no, man, Jax, man. And, we laugh about it because, obviously Junior was playing a character far inferior, and he was just, a really good player. But Maxter, Cyrex. And then, his Maxter, I've never heard Maxter ask for a nerf. As a matter of fact, Maxter one time made a thread that said if they nerfed Cyrex, he was going to quit the game. Which is my bad, dog. Don't let them nerf your character to be fair. You better get out of here then. You better quit before that happens. And, and then see Maxter, Cyrex needed his reset. And Maxter was commonly talking about how it's not the character, it's the player. And yet as soon as Aquaman wins, Maxter is quick to jump on how the character needs to be adjusted. And even though, never mind. I mean, either way, I just find it funny how Maxter used to tell Junior that Jax was broken and Cyrex. And Junior will tell you about this. I mean, I can't tell you how many cuts. Junior will win tournaments.
He needed it.
There was one tournament that Junior won, and Maxter called me, and he said, hey, where you at, man? And I said, I'm over here. I said, who won the tournament? And Maxter said, who do you think won? He didn't say Junior. He said, Jax. He said, who do you think won? Jax. Like, it was just funny because you played Cyrex. And Jax was broken. You see this guy, Maximo, Jax was broken. Oh, man, it's funny.
I'm adding Mr. Triforce into this call right now, too, so if he picks up, because he never picks up on his thing, so let's see if he picks up.
Forget Triforce, nobody cares about EMP or the beach or fucker. You won't make top 4 CEO.
I'm currently reading about the whole situation with Keats and Fnatic right now.
What's the whole deal? Explain.
I'm still reading. It's pretty long.
It is long. I started going down. I see you're not a true friend, yada, 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 yada,
Long
yada.
story short, Fnatic and Keats agreed that AGE would have a panel. I think Fnatic said he won't be participating. Not every AGE member, because Chris is still going, and because they had a disagreement about Knives' placement in pool since he would be arriving late. And Fnatic said, "Yeah, I don't think we're going." And then Keats got offended by that, and then he went ahead and made it public on Twitter. And that's where we are now.
I don't know what's going on with that. All I know is there's supposed to be a Meet the Testers panel, and I said I would do it. I just assumed that all the testers would be in place, would be doing it.
Yeah, you and Perfect Legend were the backup plan because that one fell apart with the AGE.
I mean, what was it originally supposed to be?
AGE panel.
Why don't they just do the AGE panel?
Let me try to add you, because something's fucked up. It won't let me add you in right away.
Okay.
Let's see how the fuck I can do this. I got them on hold. It's not letting me. Give me a few minutes. I'm gonna reset yours, and I'll try to get you back in.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that. I'm trying to add Triforce.
All right, Tom, what was your question?
What happened with AGE? I mean, why didn't they said they didn't want to do it, or?
Yeah, Devil, can you explain that again?
Yeah, Fnatic wasn't happy that Knives couldn't get preferential seating because he would be arriving to the tournament late. He said, no, we don't do that. Everybody is randomly seated based on region and past performance, and if he shows up late, it's out of his control. And Fnatic said that's unreasonable, so he's pulling out. But he wasn't speaking for the entirety of AGE, he was speaking for himself, and that's where the misunderstanding came in, because Chris is still going. I don't know about Flash, Wolf Crone, and all. I would assume so, since Wolf Crone lives in Detroit, and it's like right by Chicago. So I don't think there's still other members going, but Fnatic himself said he's not supporting the tournament, and that's why it's getting blown up on Twitter.
Okay. Well, for the record, I have no problem with Chris G or anyone else doing a panel with us, and I actually have no problem stepping down for Chris G or anyone else from AGE. Like, if AGE were to go ahead and say, hey, let's do the panel, I'll gladly step aside for those guys.
No, Tom, you're good. The testers have a separate panel. You guys are fine.
Yeah, I believe it's too late for AGE now.
Yeah.
Okay.
They should get Chris G on there with you and Perfect Legend.
Of course.
I mean, they could. So.
Let me do this. Let me drop you guys for a second, add Triforce, and then re-add you guys, because something's kind of wacky with his, and it's like it lets me add him individually. So give me a sec.
Okay.
There we go. I got everybody now. All right, there we go. Try, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Bill? Devil?
Yeah, it's still connected for Bill.
It's connecting with Bill. And Devil, I don't know why he's not adding. Let me remove him and add him back in. All right. Add people to this call. DevilMaySpy. Boom. Let's see. Now he's not adding. What do you want? You're on a laptop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Skype.
Brady went offline. He's got back on now.
Yeah. Volume's down, guys, because I'm trying to get this shit isolated. Call failed. Let me add these guys individually, see if it makes a difference now that I got you in here. Let's see, DevilMaySpy, add. Now he's all wacky. Bill.
They have to. I don't think you can add them. I think they have to connect to the group call, because that's how I got in. I called the group call instead.
Oh, yeah, he called.
Oh, you called
James,
in.
hang up and do it again.
All
Yeah,
right,
Triforce
all right,
called.
All right. All right, let me do this again. And welcome to the wonderful world of Skype. Maybe Microsoft will get this shit under control. All right, let's see. Bill. Devil. Devil. And Bill. Alright, let's see if they pick up. What are you, in a club?
No, that's just the background music.
See, this pisses me off about Skype. Now it's not letting me. Call failed with him. Call him again. And call with this person. Let me call him again.
Have them call me.
Hija de puta maricón, chinga tu madre, besa mi culo, por favor.
Yeah, I think Triforce connection is not like in Bill's and DevilMaySpy.
Alright, you know what, Troy? I'm going to drop you off for a minute. Let me get these guys back on and try to re-add you.
Okay.
Devil, you're back. Devil, you're back?
Hello.
Okay. Hello. Check. Testicle 1, 2, 3. Everybody wants to fucking do me. That's okay. Don't matter what I say. What would all you motherfuckers do if I said I was gay? Oh, did I say that?
Oh, you want to go in, Doc?
Ah, you want to go in? You want to go in?
Yo.
Yo.
Started.
I'll give you the first. I'll give you first. First verse is yours.
Started beating Digo, now I'm here. It's a Ford, a Marvel in 1 year. I make stupid niggas disappear. Called D06 a pelican, he broke down in tears. Man, I'm from the mean streets of San Jose. I can combo left complexity, so I'm doing things my way. I just wanna pay the rent when it's due. You don't donate to me, I don't care about you. And just as a blinder to myself, I wear all my fucking shades even when it's freaking dark. Cause we started beating Digo, now we're here.
Let me get Bill. I don't know why Bill's not picking up. Let me check Bill. Bill's not picking up. Let me add his ass back in here. Dude, you got some 80s fucking music going on in that background there. It's like video killed the radio star or some shit. There we go. Alright, we're in now. Somehow the dysfunctionality of fucking Skype worked. Alright, we got everybody there. Try, you got a little extra feedback going on in the background though. Sounds like you're in a tunnel.
Alright, then the only way I can talk to you is if I go on my Skype phone and I go in a different room.
Okay.
This room, there's music coming from the thing in the background. So you want me to call you on the Skype?
Yeah, I'll re-add you in like 2-3 seconds. 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
No, give me like 30 seconds.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so back. I'm sorry, Bill. I'm just trying to get everybody flowing here.
Yeah, no, to answer the question, people keep asking me, am I going to stream or when am I going to start streaming? The answer is I will never stream. I will never stream at all. So, no.
Is it you just don't wanna, or don't have the equipment for it, or what?
No, it's that I don't give in to trolling, and I know a lot of people just want me to stream so they can troll the shit out of me. I mean, people just don't.
Well, you do have people who are genuinely interested in what you have to say and about the game and stuff like that.
Not necessarily, because when I come on this show, I read the stream chat, and 99.9% of them tell me to shut up and stop talking. But then they turn around and ask, Tom, will you go ahead and stream? So no, I will not.
You know what? I'm gonna give you a moment back in time for me. JamessMK, shut the fuck up. Who cares how good you are at Mortal Kombat 1 and 2? But can I have a fatality? Fuck you. Give you a fatality. You spit in my face and then you ask for shit? Get the fuck out of here. Enjoy it. Enjoy bask in the glory of telling people to shut the fuck up.
I mean, Jimmy, look, the truth is, here's the truth, man. I was average at MK9, below average at MK9, honestly. I can admit it. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm extremely limited in this game. I'm not as good as people think I am. I'm not that good, to be honest with you. I'm very fortunate to be able to compete with such great players. And there's really nothing I have to give on a stream. I don't know that much about the game, and so I don't know. There are players far smarter than I am who can stream and answer these guys' questions. I think it's just better if, like, those guys do the streaming. Like, guys like Art were always a lot smarter than I was, and he does much better than I do in the streaming department. And people generally, seem to like to go there as a good source of information. The same thing with someone like PL. PL is very knowledgeable about the game, and PL is actually offering to give lessons, and to teach people about the game. And he's got a lot of knowledge of a lot of characters, and you guys are better off learning from those guys. They're a lot better and smarter than I am. Rio puts up videos all the time. Those guys are the guys you should be going to for streaming. So,
now let me ask you this, because obviously the people in the stream. What was with your speech after you won?
No, pop off, man.
My speech was just that I know a lot of people who do the congratulations to me and yada yada yada. They were really people like K-Frog. They were waiting for me to lose so they can go on and talk about how now that my quote-unquote tester advantage is gone, that I'm going to go ahead and see I'm losing now and yada yada yada. A lot of these guys were just waiting for me to lose so they can blow me up. And I was just saying, all you guys that were waiting for me to lose so you can laugh at me, you guys are going to have to wait till next time so you can hold this for right now. Look, Jimmy, I've been fortunate enough to be in the grand finals of every tournament I've played in so far in Injustice. And it's not because of any kind of... that's why I love Paulo, man. Paulo is my best troll. But I love Paulo, man, because Paulo, he's always had my back. But, UFGT, I'm pretty sure my streak of getting to the grand finals is going to end. There are a lot of good players coming there. I actually predict Denzel Terry to win the entire tournament. Him and Perfect Legend is my prediction for the grand finals. Denzel versus PL with Dizzy, Slips, and 16-bit rounding off the rest of the top five. So, but it was fun. It was good to always, to get as far as I did for as long as I did, and hopefully I can do it at least one more time. So, that's why I popped off, though, because I just know how many people were waiting for me to lose in pools so they can blow me up, and just let them know. Well, I know a lot of you guys. 90% of the community supports me. I know who you guys are that don't, and I was just saying, you guys can enjoy this now while you guys sit at home and kick holes in your walls. That's why I popped off.
Well, I mean, like I said, I know you've gotten shit for a while, so I don't see no reason why you shouldn't be able to get yourself a pop-off here and there. Why is it that Triforce can never ever be added in my call easily? We're moving from the group. Let's try him again. It doesn't even say add him to the group. What the fuck? God, Skype, man, you're killing me here. Skype, you kill me. You fucking kill me. Since I'm trying to add him, big shout out to Ski Sonic. You can suck my dick, you piece of shit. I gave you every opportunity in the world to come up to me and approach me, but you walked around like a dog getting kicked in the nutsack, and all I expected was you to say, hey, look, you know what? We could be different on opinions, but the fact that I called you ignorant, was a little bit out of hand. So you were lucky I was on Valium all weekend to keep me calm and in my place. And had I not been, somebody would have been walking out of there without a fucking face. Oh, did I say that, DevilMaySpy? I can rhyme too. Alright, Triforce, I don't know what the deal is with the...
I want to thank DevilMaySpy for betting against me every single match I had.
What? No, seriously, I missed, the last part of that because my Skype cut out. Oh, man.
DevilMaySpy bet against me every single match of the tournament.
I'm on blast.
Damn, you're all over that salty bats, huh?
Yep, I did.
Alright, DevilMaySpy, see, this is the problem. Now that you're part of this show as a pillar, as everybody, Ski Sonic said, I'm a pillar to the community. I ain't a pillar to shit. You're a pillar to this show. Don't bet against black. When I tell you I know who's gonna win. I made predictions. My top 8 came true. In fact, my top 16 came true.
You had Rico Suave in there?
Yeah. After watching him play,
really
see,
good, man.
I walk around.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody thinks I just walk around like the Valium fucking drunk. I walk around and I look at each and every individual player. I watch the matches and I say, look, he's got the talent. He don't have the talent. I even go to the point, he can test the game in the future. Nah, this motherfucker's good, but he can't test shit. And I knew how it was all going to play
I
out.
bet on the names instead of what was happening on the screen. And that was my fault. So that's why I'm holding that shit.
DevilMaySpy, I'm going to be honest with you. I was playing and I would have bet on Chris G and Rio against myself. I don't blame you at all.
The logic I used, because Chris G beat you at Big 2, and it was kind of decisive, so I was like, okay, maybe Chris, he lost to him in Civil War, maybe he figured out the match.
It was kind of decisive in the last round of the last match. That was pretty decisive, wasn't it? Maybe you should pay more fucking attention next time before you talk more decisive. But in any event, I would have definitely, I would have put money on Chris G, though. Yeah, it wasn't decisive. How was the last round of the last match, the last power bar of the last match decisive? But in any event, I would have definitely put money on Chris G, to be honest with you. I don't blame you at all, because I would have put the money on Chris G, and I would have certainly put money on Rio to win the entire tournament. I actually thought Rio was going to win the tournament. My top picks were Rio, Junior, Chris G, and CD Senior. Those were my top 4 predictions. So
yeah, I knew Chris G. I knew Chris G was going to do well. For some reason, people thought he was going to get totally blown up because everybody was like, he don't play the game no more. I'm like,
what?
Yeah, I'm like, he still plays the game.
Chris G, man, the guy is a phenomenal player. What else can you say? I'm a little uncomfortable going into UFGT. I definitely don't like being considered the best Injustice player. I definitely don't feel like I've earned that right, so I don't like being called the best Injustice player.
Well, you're the best Injustice player. Deal with it.
Right now you are. That's it.
Yeah.
I have not earned that, and I don't want to be called that until I do.
So, if you win EVO, will you be considered that now?
Possibly. It's arguable at that point.
Wait. Didn't we have a whole discussion? What is EVO?
Well, I think that there are a lot of players that are exceptionally good, and
James, let me try adding him in, and then you try kicking in the call.
Yeah, do that.
See what happens.
Do that.
I don't know.
Remove him out.
I am right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me try.
I definitely haven't earned the right to John Edwards. The same reason why I sat on Clash, I guess, at Civil War. Sometimes shit happens so fast, and I don't know. I don't even know why. I don't know why we do that kind of dumb shit sometimes. But if I were to put money on someone at UFGT, I would put Perfect Legend against Denzel Terry in the grand finals. Then I would go 16-bit, Dizzy, and Flips. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. Please don't never Aquaman anymore, so I can do that again.
Wait. I gotta correct something. Take a dump stank. He says James likes Evo 1 minute, then hates it another minute. I never said I hate Evo. I hate the cocksucking fat McRib eating motherfucker that runs it, that shits on his own fucking customers. But I don't hate Evo.
No, you went to Evo last year. You supported it last year. You were there, actually.
I was there. I seen what it's about. It's the shit that comes on afterwards. And you know what? If you guys give me a pause 1 second, I'm going to actually put you guys on hold for a minute. Because I have this little video I would like to show.
Four McRibs and a 40 Colt 45. Let's see how fast I can get it done. Oh yeah. Nice cold, refreshing malt liquor. 4 McRib sandwiches, no onions. Sorry. Cannot digest raw onions. Little bibberoonie there, because you know the barbecue sauce and whatnot. Oh yeah. Let's get these boxes going. I have not had one of these in a couple of years. Wow, that barbecue sauce does not smell very good. Again, I'm used to good stuff like Sweet Baby Ray's. So there you go. 4 McRibs, a 40 Colt 45, a bib, extra napkin. Time starts when I put that first McRib to my mouth. Since I'm left-handed, I'll go from left to right. Hope you can get a glimpse of them. I'm sure you can't because I can see them. Just not a good view. Been a while since I've done an eating challenge. Well, let's see what I can do. Ready, set, Tiny Tim.
Go, Mr. Wizard. Go, Mr. Wizard. Go, Mr. Wizard. Chomp that shit down. Go, Mr. Wizard. Go, Mr. Wizard. Cheer him on, folks. Yeah, like you even got to bother wiping your fucking face. Oh, there you go. Wipe it down with a little malt liquor there. Colt 45, that's the way to go. This is like the son of Mr. McWizard here. I think we should call him Mr. McWizard now. There you go. Get that 40 down. Come on. You got two more after this. Come on. You got it. You got this shit, Mr. Wizard. Yo, Mr. Wizard gets that shit down in like less than that, man. This motherfucker ringing bells and shit. Now, you guys thought the Evo donation drive was good? Why don't we get a fucking Mr. Wizard fucking donation drive? Let's see if we can get his ass to top this shit. I bet you that motherfucker can do like 6 of these motherfuckers.
Nice.
I can't go through the whole thing, guys. I'm sorry. But you know what? Needless to say, he killed it.
Trying to burp. Thank you, Legacy ZXT. He ate her.
There you go, Mr. McRib. Finish that shit.
That's what I was looking for. My buddy, Legacy ZXT, ate 3 McRibs in 8 minutes. Not bad.
Yo, Wizard could beat that shit. Wizard could do 6, I guarantee you, in like 4 minutes. Needless to say, that's enough of that. I don't need to look at fucking Mr. McRib. Anyway.
So I went back and looked at the match, and Chris G reset with 3-1, and then he 3-2'd you, but the end was close.
We're back, guys.
Yeah, the end was close. Yeah, I told you. It was close. Yeah, and, I missed back 1-2 Trident Rush, which would have killed him. But, again, I didn't make any excuses for it. I misexecuted. I mean, it happens all the time. You get excited, you think you have to win, and you misexecute. And he was definitely the better player on that day. Chris G is, man. But I want to get out of here as soon as Jimmy said. Before I do, are there any questions on the new patch? I mean, let's keep in mind, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about yet in this game.
Why does my volume always go down on this shit, man? That annoys me. I'm sorry. I lost your volume for a bit. But you're back.
Yeah. Are there any questions? By the way, just to answer the question of my favorite character, I would want to play Superman, but I am deathly afraid that if I do play Superman, that they will nerf him so bad into the ground that I have to wait before I play him. So.
You need your 4-2-3 breath?
I don't know about if I need that, but, no, I really like Aquaman. I think they made Aquaman fair. I'm not upset about the scoop nerf. Better be punished, and I'll just find a better way. Well, the Cowboy, my honest. Good stuff, John. As a matter of fact, I'm going to open up a donation on Test Your Might. Whichever one of you guys, whatever character you want to get nerfed, if you are the highest bidder, I will main that character so that John Edwards and Paulo can nerf that character into the fucking ground. You want Superman nerfed, I'll start playing him immediately. If you want Grundy nerfed, I'll main Grundy.
You heard the man, guys. You want Superman nerf? You subscribe. You donate to, what is your link, Tom?
It's SinestroNeedsANerf.com.
We need a WePay link, dog. I can't help you. I can't advertise if you don't give me a fucking link, bro.
No, I'm joking. But by the way, just so you know, Wound Cowboy, my thoughts on Sinestro, I think he's pretty good now. They've looked him pretty good with the trait buff is the most significant one, and I think he might be top 10 at this point. So we'll wait and see what guys like you and they come up with him. But I think he's pretty good. And for people that are crying right now, but I see a lot of crying about, why didn't this character get nerfed? Why didn't that character get nerfed?
I don't want to cut you off. I hate cutting you off. I do it to everybody, but hey, it's my show. I could do that. Take a Dump Stank said Ski is coming on OBS next week, you dumbass. Let me tell you something. Until he reaches out to me, the only thing he's reaching out to is the bottom of my balls. He don't dictate. SRK don't dictate. Nobody on this fucking planet, now that my wife is leaving me, officially, nobody fucking dictates to me who and who doesn't come on to this show. So if he wants to come on this show, tell him to reach out to me and start the conversation with, Dear Jimmy, I did not know you were actually an educated guy who actually speaks from the heart, not the hip. And I would like to explain myself, yes, for all you out there, my wife is leaving me, yes, and it's not a troll. We're splitting up. Unless he does that, there's no fucking way I will put that fucking guy on this show. I gave everybody in the SRK universe a chance to come on this show, and all of a sudden now people decide, oh, he's coming on. Nah, fuck that. You know what, Mr. Wizard? You got an open invitation. I'll even bring the fucking McRibs if you want. And I'll eat the motherfucking McRibs with you. Because you know what? To be honest, guys, I got to confess. I like fucking McRibs. I fucking love McRibs. I think they're the only good thing to come out of McDonald's beyond that kangaroo meat that they call hamburgers.
No, the Big Mac is good, man. You're crazy.
I will. All right, that's my now thing. But if they bring the McRib, the Big Mac ain't even an option. It's not an option. If I see the minute I hear like, oh my God, McRibs are coming, and I see a dude like that eating 4 of them with a fucking 40 of Colt 45, I'm like, I don't need to see anything on your menu. Just give me a couple of McRibs and I'm gone. Filet of fish, motherfuckers are saying filet of fish. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm a Big Mac guy.
It's either a Big Mac. If I got to go to Burger King, it's the stacker, double stacker with bacon and cheese.
Dude, James, you're a pussy. I get a quad stacker and I'm 120 pounds. What's wrong with you, man?
Because you're like 9 years old and your fucking metabolism isn't as slow as mine.
Damn right.
I mean, motherfucker Walter Hudson can outrun my ass.
That's true. I mean, the Big Mac is legit. And I'm out of shape too, Jimmy. You know, so I feel you. But the Big Mac is legit. I think the Big Mac.
I love it. That's all I eat now. If I decide to go there. By the way, for all you fucking ECT folk out there that went to cluck you, well, I got a big fuck you, because all you motherfuckers were crying your asses were hurting all week. Portuguese barbecue right behind the place. The absolute best food on the planet there. I bought this fucking carne asada with rice and some black beans, thinking like, oh, I'll eat 2 of these. Yo, they give you a tray that's like 6 by 12 of this shit. I actually brought it back home. It was so good. So, you know, if you next time you're in Morristown, when you walk out the lobby, don't even look at those fucking stores in the front. Go into the back. But yes, I will agree. Oh, hold on. Okay, good. All right, I'm just checking a message I got. Anyway,
yeah,
listen.
I had Cluck You. Cluck You was alright.
Nah. Cluck You gives you a fuck you, man. OBS has McRibs, exactly, man. I'll do the McRib. I'll have. You know what? How about this? I'll put this out right now. Now, it's no secret. Mr. Wizard, he's got some size on me, I would think. I mean, I'm not huge in no means. I got like a 2-month pregnancy thing going on here, as everybody else likes to say, a jelly belly. I will do it for charity, not for a game, but for the simple fact that I know I could eat more McRibs than this motherfucker if I really wanted to. I'll put up $500 against his $500, donate it to our whatever charity you want. Of who can eat
Hold
more.
on, let me get in on this. I'll eat some McRibs, Jimmy. I can eat. I'm an eater, brother. I'll take that challenge. I'll eat some McRibs.
I don't know, man. I mean, I seen that cat that I just had on the video polish off 4 of them. I'm like 2 shots and they're done. I'm like, yo, I gotta go get more. So I can go for a while with these things.
Hey, Jimmy,
I
I'll
can eat
whip
more
that
than
back.
everybody.
Jimmy, man, I can eat, man. I'll take that McRib money match all day, brother.
I don't know. I'm taking you up on that. But the only problem with motherfucking McDonald's is fucking you gotta wait. You gotta wait until they got that boiled pork.
I'll tell you right now, Flo and Marn, they got nothing on me. I'll eat both of those guys under the table. I will out eat Flo and Marn. I will take that. I'll take the Pepsi challenge against those 2 guys. I will out eat them both.
East Coast, West Coast, Evo. Well, you're doing Evo, right?
Yeah, I'm going to Evo.
You know, I'm tempted. To. I got my boy OBS Rattlehead going there from Houston. I'm sending him up there with Combat Houston Cat. We're gonna get him up there. Shout out to the Combat Houston guys for helping me out getting them up there for MK9 and Injustice. But if for some odd reason the JamessMK of New York decides to make his appearance over there, I think we should have, and I'll take you as a partner, me and you versus those 2 in a McRib contest.
Yeah, we'll win. I mean, I'm a killer.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Yeah, I'll eat.
Hold on, Rattlehead. No, he's not a Canadian player. He's from Houston. He's a blind Mortal Kombat player I had on a few weeks, maybe about a month or 2 ago. from Houston, Texas, and he will be going there to experience. Can I take 6?
Hold on.
McRib?
Is that the Raiden player?
Cyrax.
Oh, okay. There's a blind Raiden player too, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, he's from
James. His name is James, actually, from Ohio.
From Ohio, yes. And then there's also another guy, Ben Breen, from England. But yeah, we're sending him to Evo to make a statement and to show that. And I know Paco's in the chat. All I ask is this, and I haven't checked the patch notes at all. Just give either a vibration on the controller or some sort of ring that lets people know. You don't have to tell them they're in front of a interactable, but it hurts people that are visually impaired because they have no idea they're near that, something that they can throw, kick, jump off of or whatnot. So no, he actually, guys, you're asking, he does, because I broke his balls, he did pick up Kenshi as a second, and I gotta say something, he's pretty damn good as a Kenshi. So, with that said, if I make my way out to Evo, Flo Marn, JamessMK, Tom Brady, McRib, I don't give a shit what it is. I'll eat anybody. But we could always go old school East Coast Coney Island hot dogs, but you ain't getting them in Vegas.
No, you ain't getting those for Brett's brother.
No.
Yeah. And by the way, as far as pop, I see people don't mind pop off at ECT. I didn't really pop off. I don't believe in popping off anymore. I don't believe in talking trash anymore. Those were for days when I actually cared what people thought about, and I used to let people get under my skin, so I would pop off. I don't really like doing that anymore. If I was ever going to pop off, I would have to in Evo, because then what I want to do is actually accomplished. There's no way I would pop off any other way. But I would pop off if I won the McRib challenge. If I won that, I would pop off. If we win the McRib challenge, it's going to be the pop off of all pop off. We won that.
And the guy just asked me the heart attack burger. I already did it, so it's been there, done that, and finished it. So I mean that's not a problem. Let me try, because Natus had just dropped off. He's got shit to do. Let me see now if I can add Triforce into the group on one shot. No, still no. What the fuck, man? Skype really sucks ass. All right, you know what I'm gonna do, Tom? I'm gonna let you roll, because I'm gonna roll on here, because I got a couple other people I got to get in here. I want to get Triforce because I know he wants to talk about some ECT stuff as well. I could try to re-add you in if you want to drop off, but let me get Triforce on here. If you want to get some shout outs out there, let me know. The floor is all yours. That many shout outs, huh? Bill?
You know what you say?
I said, I'm going to... What are you getting?
I was watching this crazy video. I was like, what the hell am I watching right now?
I'm going to let you roll, because I'm going to bring Triforce on, and it's all hectic. So any shout outs you want to get out there, knock yourself out, and I'll let
shout
you
out to, of course, JamessMK, House of Goons, Rio, my sparring partner, best thing to ever really helped me with Rio. And of course my teammates, Junior, Maxer, CD, as well as the EMP guys, and all you guys on the stream. You guys, thanks for trolling the shit out of me in MK9. It gave me the inspiration I have now in John Edwards and Paulo. I want to thank you for nerfing Aquaman now, so that he doesn't get nerfed later. Thank you for making him one of the first, so that I can just go ahead and play the game now. So, and I know you guys did nerf him, you just adjusted him to how he was originally supposed to be, but I think you guys did an awesome job on this game. Best fighting game I've ever played, and you guys are the best. Thanks for everything. Jimmy, thanks for having me.
Anytime, man.
Alright, see you, Tom.
No, James, the guy getting banned in the chat constantly spams dicks in every stream.
Oh, yeah,
He goes like Dick Futeki. Yeah, Dick Fuck Techie or something.
Yeah. No,
and now he's spamming Fnatic's secret Ustream, but we get it. I let him spam it like 10 times so people see, but then I banned him. Yeah, he's gone. And every time he comes back, he's gonna keep getting banned.
Yeah,
So,
fuck him.
it's
You
like,
know what? If you're gonna be a cocksucker, no pun intended with your icons, be a cocksucker, but do it somewhere else.
Go fuck himself. All right, is Triforce in?
Let's see. Let's try him again. Triforce, I'm ringing you now. Pick up. Pick up, Triforce. I got a bigger power glove than you. And there isn't shit that you can really do. I got a big one, and I know how to use it. And if I pull it out, all the bitches want to abuse it. Come on, Triforce.
He's not.
Pick up. Hold on.
Fnatic's not streaming. He's just linking his secret Ustream. I'm sure you guys have seen it 100 times.
All right, let me end the call totally, add him, and then add you. All right. See, this is the dysfunctionality that hopefully the Xbox One will fix. But he just got off, so now I gotta call him. You know. Remove this person from the group. Remove this person from the group. Let me call you. Call the group. All right.
Yeah.
You're back. Yeah. Yo, let me call Mr. Triforce up personally. Look at that. When you're Illuminati, you got personal phone numbers. All right, hold on a second. I gotta mute this, guys. I don't want you to hear my personal conversation.
Hello?
Hello, test 1 2 1 2.
Okay, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I got you. Let me just get try. You can't hear Devil because the volume went lower, right? Yeah, of course. It always does. What the fuck's up with that?
Test, mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Yo, you want to get back on? It's something with Bill's connection. Alright, you
Mic
got.
check.
Alright.
Can they hear me?
We hear you.
Okay.
Everybody hears you now. Alright, Triforce is going to be back with us in about 5 minutes. Alright, so, I mean, I don't know what the whole gist is with Fnatic. I mean, I hear some people saying he's getting emo. I don't know the details. Believe it or not, as much as I spit my venom, I try not to spit my venom without... oh, shit. You know what, Rare Candy? No, I did not stream... You know what? While I'm at it. Alright, let me tell you guys something. This is what happens to people when they go to an event and get stupefied. This is what happens when you drink too much.
Resident drunk.
I mean, somebody could have like pretty much just like dropped their cock in my mouth, and it'd probably have been nothing I could do about it. I mean, that was how bad I drank that night. I mean, I drank with everyone. I wound up buying like 5 or 6 bottles of booze and just fucking said, fuck it, everybody drink. So that's JamessMK. Yes, I can put myself on blast. That's what happens to JamessMK when he drinks way too much. And I have to thank Kelvin and Martin for managing to get me from that position somehow. I think I am drooling back to my room. That, you know what it is? That wasn't alcohol. I was so enveloped in the absolute beauty of injustice that it caused that to happen to me. I wish it was malt liquor. Malt liquor wouldn't have did that to me, man. It was vodka, rum. What did I drink? Vodka, rum. I drank screwdrivers like they were going out of style. Vodka, cranberries. Vodka, OJs, rum. What was the other things I bought? Oh, Captain Morgan, Jack Black, whatever he calls himself. That spiced rum motherfucker. He do you dirty too, man. But yeah, I definitely got to say that that's not a position that you want to end up in the